even think about getting full throttle, you might want to fucking hold on to your ass.
This thing sounds
Fucking violent. And anybody in Texas, don't ever pull up next to me and think you're gonna race in this Cobra. It's not gonna happen. It's for your own good and my own good.
We're here today, special occasion. We get to work on Bill Goldberg's Cobra kit car, but it's not just a Cobra kit car. Apparently there's 10 of these things?
Yeah, in '94, Unique Motor Cars down in Alabama did a deal with Ernie Elliott, entire family from Dawsonville, Georgia, NASCAR. Ernie used to build motors for probably a quarter of the teams back in the day. He massaged these things up a little bit and then sent them out to the world. I was lucky enough to get one of them.
Can you tell us about the engine?
Anybody can go out and buy a kid car. I'm not gonna sit here and talk bad about them, but anybody can go out and buy one. The best thing about them is that you can personalize them. What got me into it, the ability to acquire something from a NASCAR freaking legend and put it on the road. And he happened to drop NASCAR motors in these cars. Where he did his magic were the heads. And he'll never tell anybody how he got the horsepower out of those heads. They put a lot of NASCAR touches on a little kit car. So it's kind of an oxymoron, and it makes a really simple car as violently terrifying. I pop wheelies in this going 90 miles an hour. It's been out here for 6 years. I've only driven it once, and it's because it's so terrifying. I just tried to make the car more drivable in its unrealistically terrifying state. I just brought it up to 2025 specs.
And then you said Clint helped you with wiring it, and Manny, he does these Cobras for a living, has some touches somewhere in here.
Clint and I became friends through the Purple Heart Foundation.
Okay.
And Clint does Cerakoting. Anything that could be black, we turned black. So that's where Clint came in. Lo and behold, two of his neighbors just so happened to be a Cobra specialist, and then a place called Snake Eater that are carburetor guys, the guys that know the trade. I befriended Manny instantly. He could put this thing together with his eyes closed. He was so nice enough to impart his knowledge upon me along the way. We would get to a point when there would be a handing of the baton from Manny to you guys. And here we are. We got it started, but you got it to where it idled, to where I could drive it around and shake it down, and that's where we are now. There's a couple violent acceleration stories in this vehicle. Ernie Elliott test driving it, shifting from third to fourth gear at 135 and spinning the tires and putting it in a ditch. I broke a windshield bolt shifting from first gear to second gear. The problem is I never had full throttle. I still don't have full throttle. These guys can get me full throttle. You wait to see what happens after that.
We figured that out last time we were here. Really common issue. Does the pedal make the carburetor go to 100%? Most of the time, no. Somebody hasn't set the linkage up right.
It's exciting, yet terrifying at the same time. Assembly manual to build these kit cars. There's a base set of information here, but when Ernie got the cars, he did his massaging to them, so you don't know exactly what he did, and he did not document it. He might have done his little thing to it on top of what normally everyone does from Unique. Unless I talk to him specifically, I don't know everything that he did.
I'm just trying to get everything set up for timing before we fire it up. Confirming firing order on it, checking for marks.
So what I have here in this binder is a bunch of standard operating procedures that we use. So at Snake Eater, we have the benefit of the owner, Army veteran, Phil, head mechanic, Army veteran, Nick, second in line mechanic, Army veteran, Joel, Marine Corps veteran. Everybody that works there served in some way. So we're big on standard operating procedures. We have procedures that we do that produce known good results. It's nothing fancy. I was in Special Forces for 11 years. The saying is no advanced techniques, it's proper execution of the basics that gets you advanced results. And that's all we're gonna do today.
Fuck. Oh, man.
What'd you do?
Popped his shoulder and made mine hurt.
We're gonna reset this carburetor with some additional documentation along the way. Nobody can ever be like, here's your carb, Bill. Bill's gonna be like, that ain't my freaking carb. What the hell are you talking about? I want mine back. I've got the serial numbers. I've got everything off of it here.
Am I gonna need to order another linkage rod?
We might make one for you.
There's full for me.
Primaries.
You're not even.
And
you're
maybe
just
10%.
cracking the secondaries
So
like
you
this.
still
See the
have
difference?
that.
Yeah.
So let's see that. Is that on your foot now?
Yes, sir.
So take a look down in here.
That's where I am,
You're
and
missing
that's where
all
I
of
could
that.
be.
You're not even actually getting a pump shot from the
That's
secondaries
terrifying.
yet, it looks like. Yeah.
That's terrifying.
When did you say the car was built?
94.
94, and so it's probably late 80s, early 90s era NASCAR tech. So it has these HP markings, which the Holley HP program, NASCAR's carburetor. Like the 70s through the late 80s, Holley supplied all of the Cup car carburetors.
That's sand.
Ethanol or sand or something.
Got some schmutz in it.
A little bit of junk. You running a fuel filter?
Hell yeah.
That's for
Here and here.
high G-force, circle track and stuff like that. Everything likes to shift to one side.
Yeah.
This equalizes it. Oh, these have been epoxied in, so they don't want you changing those. This is high horsepower stuff. When you start to see annular boosters, you can have anywhere from 12 to 17 holes.
Gotcha.
And sometimes you will see a difference between the front and the rear. So we'll count them real quick. So if you got good enough eyes, if you can count them, we'll just make sure all four are the same.
The thickest lens on the bad eye.
I mean, I'm not trying to rip you, but that's kind of what I was getting at. So you got 12.
Yep.
A 31 pump shot.
Secondaries are 80s. Let me pop the primaries.
Secondary.
80s and 80s. 6.5 for the power valve on the secondaries.
Power valve, you take your base idle vacuum and divide it by 2. This is a diaphragm that's basically holding fuel back.
Yep.
And when the vacuum exceeds its rating, it opens up and allows more fuel into the engine. So you've got to have it right, especially because if you're idling at a much higher vacuum than you're rated for, this thing will pull open on you and you'll be coming through your power valve possibly at idle.
Sucked up a gnat.
I bet this thing's probably ingested a lot of bugs. I mean,
Yes.
I think if some little poor animal gets anywhere near this sucker, it's just
They're
going to
getting
get ripped
slurped in like a jet engine.
Both
Secondary.
sides.
Both sides.
6.5.
That's telling me we should see around 13 to 14 inches of vacuum at idle. If you notice, there's no vacuum ports on this sucker, right? That's this guy. You can do it all by ear. Guys like Phil do it all by ear. And his dad was tuning carbs in the 70s and 80s all by ear. Who it's really good for is both beginners and I think really advanced folks to break out the gauges. It gives you immediate feedback. You can see if it's not doing what it should be doing. If it's not,
see it, yeah.
you can see it.
You don't have to hear it.
Yeah, you don't have to know, okay, I hear the stumble. So they drilled these out because this thing is pulling so much fuel and it wants a little more of a lean mixture. The old school move, drill an 1/8 inch hole. So they're flat.
Yep.
Okay. We talked about the mixture screws and the outlet here, right? The next major thing is your transfer slot. This is what handles transition. So going from idle, you get a little bit at idle, that little 20 to 30 thousandths square right there. But if Phil were to overexpose that, it's gonna start overriding your idle mixture screw. And that's when you hear people like, I'm turning the idle mixture screw and nothing's happening. That's because they've overexposed the transfer slot and this thing no longer has power. But if you can just barely keep that transfer slot there to where it is functioning and working, it is receiving vacuum and delivering a mixture, that's exactly where you want it. 20 to 30 thousandths, Edelbrock, Holley, crucial with these guys. Otherwise, you're basically removing the control from the idle mixture screw. And so you won't be able to adjust your idle mixture screw. People will say, I'm turning the idle mixture screw, nothing's happening. Transfer slots are overexposed. That's most likely the case. They've milled that down flat for a better airflow profile. Machining marks in it right
Yep.
there.
It very well could be a raced carburetor, could have came off a practice car.
So another function of these, your bleeds, is anti-siphoning. Suction gas out of a fuel tank, you just pull it, it continues to run, right? That's the siphoning effect. By having a sort of open to the air element for your fuel bowls, which are your air bleeds, the fuel doesn't just continue to piss out after you let off the throttle. These allow you a nice crisp throttle response as well, emulsifying fuel at different phases throughout the throttle cycle. Just a little trivia there for you guys.
There will be a test later.
Dun, da, da, da.
Oh, it's marked? Cool.
Well,
Oh, do they
makeover
both
on
have
the
them
upstairs
marked?
bedroom. Found this great chair on Facebook Marketplace.
Jesus Christ.
Framed the little piggy print.
I'm guessing the
Awesome.
wife.
Looks great, honey. I can see Copenhagen in my future. A constant theme throughout the video, right? Tune in to see if Goldberg gets his Copenhagen.
I love it.
And at the end of the day, it's a push to get you guys to get it done and to get it right, just so I can go to this fucking store. I mean,
Yeah, I love it, dude.
it's hilarious.
But are you giving Copenhagen free promo right now?
No, that's the problem.
I would love, dude, I would.
But yes, I am
yeah.
giving them free promo.
I would love to see like a Copenhagen Challenger or something in Goldberg's garage.
Just saying, man. Not even
Yeah.
talk about that.
Freaking A, that's the first one. Somebody set this thing up. What we're doing there is you go to full throttle and then you make sure that your accelerator pump arm has 15 thousandths play remaining because you don't want this functioning as a linkage stop when you go to full throttle.
Let's go with a thicker gasket guy.
Not a lot of room in there, is there?
Nope.
Try having sausage fingers.
Yeah.
I think everything's looking real good. Phil's gonna double check the ignition system because we're always gonna start with ignition and timing first and then we'll move to fuel. Carburetor looks pretty good. There was definitely room for improvement, so I'm glad we took it apart and sort of got everything right. We documented it, most importantly, serial numbers, photographs, things like that. If something were to ever happen to this carburetor and we needed to recreate it, we can at least get pretty close.
Who tightened this distributor up? That's how you about put the smackdown on it.
I tend to try to not to do that because I over-tighten everything.
What's the torque spec, Bill Goldberg?
Exactly. Yeah, I am the torque, yeah.
Yeah.
I get it.
Some known secrets down in there. Almost perfectly port matched. You can hardly even tell where the cylinder head starts and the intake runner ends. I'll give him that. He's clearly put a lot of work into this thing as it is. You can see there's some marks from a mill. So the floor's been machined out. Yeah, the linkage will do it, but you can't get it from the pedal.
Backfire not happening anymore?
Yeah, baby.
The overall should sound really good. I mean, this thing sounds sick.
Fucking violent.
Sounding a lot solid lifter like to me. Check hot lash, valve lash.
What's the temperature like?
Temperature's good. We're
160.
Bill. Make some power valve changes too because that's probably what's causing that rich condition. This thing's only pulling 6 pounds of vacuum at idle and it's running a 6.5, so it's idling with the power valves open. Primary? Yeah. All right, quick snack break. We were expecting, based off of the power valve, if you remember earlier on, we were talking about it, it's got a 6.5 power valve, so you multiply that by 2, and that should be your target idle vacuum in inches. Best we can kind of get it stable is around 7, opening that power valve either at idle or right off of idle. So it's super rich right now. We're gonna drop the power valve down to a 3.5, kind of shooting for that 7 inches of idle vacuum. Start with the primaries, hopefully have a better result here soon.
Well, I can't.
Oh, sorry. Excuse me.
Excuse me, let me shove this
Here,
in
let
the
me
way.
let me slide under it. Let's just hope it's the right size container.
That's better. Sounds pretty good. That's rev limiter. That's insane. That's rev limiter. Check the timing box and see if we can't bump that up. This thing's hitting 6,000 RPM right now, and we don't even crack the secondaries on the carburetor. Watch this. It's basically hitting the set rev limiter without even opening the secondaries. Timing 17 exact. 17 exact.
It's going to $6,000 before the secondaries like are beyond a crack. So you've got no problem hitting rev limiter. Yeah, we could save this set of linkages for like a ballet mode.
Exactly.
You know? Fast as you can move the throttle, the engine goes. Carburetor is simply holding it back.
Said the secondaries kick on right when the throttle ends.
Yeah, like it barely cracks the secondaries.
Barely cracks the secondaries. He says 1,000% that was the Ernie thing. Ernie saved my life. Ernie, when he test drove it, he wrecked it twice because he knew, because he remembers him talking about it. Thank you, Ernie. Where do you want it? 65. That's what Kent said to put it at. He said start there. Okay. And he said if you even think about getting full throttle, you might want to fucking hold on to your ass. When you called him right now? I don't know if it's like it just being run a little bit, maybe revving out a little bit more, but I mean the idle vacuum is going up and like solidifying, which for not making any mixture adjustments, no timing. When it warms up, yeah! Fuck yeah! Wow. Yeah, I like that. Look at the hair on my arm standing up.
That was 67.
That's where the limiter is?
Yeah, I'd leave it.
Oh, fuck yeah.
You want to smack it down at all?
No. Hell is about to be unleashed. We're almost at the finish line. You know, a little bit of R&D, and it's a lot of fun, man. I've been here for 6-7 years, and I've only driven this car through town one time, and that was from storage here. There's only certain people that can work on it and get it tuned properly, and that's what I've been waiting for. And anybody in Texas, don't ever pull up next to me and think you're gonna race in this Cobra. It's not gonna happen. It's for your own good, and my own good. got my Copenhagen.
I just need to find my spark plug socket.
You do remember how to get to them, right?
Well, that side. I'm like, I'm going for number 1.
You go through the door in the footwell.
Yeah.
That's the only way that you can do it.
Yeah,
It
the
was
one right by
rubber
the
stick.
throttle pedal. I remember when I tried to just adjust that pedal or whatever.
Exactly.
And you're like,
Yeah, you're doing
Yeah.
like yoga poses.
Yoga that I don't like. Ernie Elliott, so Bill Elliott's brother, master engine builder. He's the one that crashed it. Kent Waters is the guy that built it under him. Kent's the guy that I keep talking to.
So Kent built it, Ernie crashed it.
Ernie crashed it twice, a matter of fact. How bad do they look?
They're definitely fouling out. But when the electrode's at, it's kind of clean. Oh. And burnt half the electrode off. They're like 20.
Is it that tight of a gap? I
Yeah.
have the feeler
Read
gauge.
the feeler gauges. 19.
Yeah, that's really tight. That's like a high boost turbocharger application. Maybe for high RPM, a lot of airspeed.
That's
you
a
know.
Bosch plug.
I mean, what's a good alternator to throw back on here?
Yeah, GM one wire will work, and all you need to do is to swap the pulley over. It was at 12, and then it does cracked out.
Just check it with a probe real quick. Did Clint Cerakote it?
Yes.
I wonder if it got some Cerakote in the windings of the motor.
Wonder
Did-
if that did anything to
Did
it.
he take it apart, or did he just put the whole alternator and Cerakote it?
I think he took it apart.
Did y'all ever calibrate that temp gauge on there?
I'm not sure if they did or not.
Just for a second.
Fine with that.
180. Yeah, it's great. That's, I mean, for how tightly packaged this thing is, dude, I mean, that's freaking awesome. It's going to be miserable. We'll bring Brady, teach you how to change spark plugs on the driver's side. We'll just lower you in like a banana.
See, you're screwed. Because now you're going to be the one
Yeah.
who's doing it.
I think we're,
That's-
you're a little bit.
No, dude. Bill's got them football hands, dude.
Yeah, he does.
I'd say next move, spark plugs and
plugs.
valve lash. You guys went out here on that road, pop, 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 pop. I was like, oh, it needs plugs.
Gap at 19.
That's normal. I looked it up. Bosch says high compression, high RPM. Now you're not gonna run it as high, so we may open it up a little bit, maxing at 7,500 and not 9 grand. So we may open it up to like 25 thousandths maybe. Tune it more for the RPM range it's gonna live in.
What?
Something loose in there?
Yep. Cap's
Oh, yeah.
burnt.
Scoring.
Yep.
Well, I got a new cap.
You got a cap for it?
Yeah.
All right, so Fords 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Where's this one?
That's number 1.
Because they love me because I don't want money.
6.
And you got reach, so. Just reconstruct it. Took a photo just in case. Pretty rough in here.
Hell, that looks even better. Everything
it's
happens
black,
for a
too.
reason.
Yeah.
Let me see the bottom of that red cap real quick. Is it keyed? There's your key right there. That's what I thought. I did 180 out.
For something where you have a 50-50 chance.
Yep.
It's always the bad 50.
Yeah.
Yep. I feel you. That's me.
Mostly Fords on this side. 3. Right here. 4. 8. This one's 2. 3. Goes up here. And this one is 2.
Nice to have that extra cap right there.
Yeah. All right. See, she
Crank
does
her
now.
up.
Down cleaner. Those holes. Oh, is it? Damn, those are loud. There's bad beeping. Yeah. Much better. Thank you. How's the temp going? 210? Yeah, you got no fan. Fan's good, no power.
This guy goes around.
It terminates here in the
Oh, this is a Napa one. This is gonna suck.
Valve lash, spark plugs, fan, drivability. Just focus on driving it. getting it all worked out.
A good mechanic's work is never finished.
This is
There's
true.
always another day.
A lot of good progress made. We got a lot of documentation. That was sort of the main focus of today. Document everything, get a good solid baseline of where this thing is, figure out what the engine's wanting, what it's liking. We got a great game plan. We need to do some valve checks, spark plugs, maybe a couple more touches on the carburetor. I'd say it's about 90% there. Car overall, probably 70% there. This was a really good time. Thanks, Bill. I mean, what do you think?
Kid Me was fantastic. Anytime there's an advancement forward, I'm ecstatic. The good thing is I'm not in a huge rush, and so we can take our time and really do it right.
Yeah.
And along the way, I can learn. Thank you, gentlemen. At the end of the day, what we're trying to accomplish is making sure that each one of these things get what they deserve coming to them, which is to be driven. Can't just have them sit. 20 other cars in here to get running.
So if Bill will have us back, I mean, I think there's probably quite a few more videos left to do on cars that are at least as cool as this. This is not the coolest car in the garage.
Oh no, we're gonna try to keep the cool level here, but don't be surprised if we ramp it up a little bit. Because there's a 70 and a half Z28 SECA Trans Am car over here
That's the
just
one I'm
begging for
excited
you
about.
guys. You guys are great, man. And thank you. Great, man.
No problem.
Thanks for having us,
So if you
Bill.
don't watch Snake Eater's videos, then you better, because if not, I'm coming for you. Really quickly, too. That's what people want to see. They want to know that they can go out and do what we're doing.
Yeah.
Right? And
Yeah.
there's really no difference. But this is a hell of a fun project, and I'm extremely appreciative of you guys jumping on board and helping me out.
Yeah.
Because we're going to have some fun. Rock and roll until next time.